All right, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. The birds are out this morning. Dang it! I threw a snowball at my window the other day, and it's stuck right there. Someone took the birds away. All right, let's get back to it. Delphi, Kohlberger. Is there a connection? Boy, ain't it funny that people already know that he was coming from Idaho. Can you folks explain to me why he drove all the way down to about an hour away, not even from Delphi, Indiana, to get back to Pennsylvania? I mean, that's a trip way out of his way, right? Why did he go all the way down by Delphi, Indiana? Why was it that Indiana was the only people that stopped him? Very interesting. Very, very interesting. Now, they're talking about Paco or whatever his name is, the military guy that lived out there by him, which that place had cameras. So I imagine they got Brian Kohlberger on camera if he was at that apartment. I do believe they have uh, video of Kohlberger uh, at his own apartment coming out or parking his vehicle or whatever. So it's very interesting of why Mr. Kohlberger would drive all the way down that far to get to Pennsylvania coming from Idaho. You think he would have took 80, 90 up here by the Great Lakes, the Upper Peninsulas, that runs right through and goes right. I mean, it's a straight shot into Pennsylvania. But here's the thing: why did he go all the way down there, down south into Indiana? That's the question. Very, very interesting. Now, is it possible he had help with this Kopaker or whatever the guy's name is? It's possible. I imagine video will show if he was around them apartment complexes where that guy lived. But now let's get back to the Delphi case. Richard Allen. Could he be a Potsy? He could be. Could Bridge Guy be who we think it might be? You know, a lot of people get flipped out when we start talking about a father son team or someone else or a big ring of people. And all all evidence is pointing towards this was bigger than what they thought. You know, these guys could have had a kill kit already in the woods, waiting, possible. They could have had trail cams in the woods to watch people, to watch to see who comes there, and possibly to film it as they're killing people. Yeah, it's very possible. And here's the thing: people are so stuck. People got so stuck on certain stuff. They didn't have an open mind. They were thinking it was impossible, even though it might have been one person that did the murders. Many might have been involved planning it. We don't know if the girls left Delphi Bridge that night or if this all occurred there. And we won't know until the evidence in the court and everything like that. That's why I'm pushing to get this thing into court, because we'll find out the truth somehow, some way. They've had to have some evidence to make an arrest on Richard Allen. I wonder if Richard Allen had a Reddit account. I wonder if they were communicating back and forth. No, I'm not saying Kohlberger had anything to do with that. Lord knows I wouldn't say anything or accuse anybody, but It's very fishy that Mr. Kohlberger just didn't drive straight on through, and he made a deep dive down into the south of Indiana. Delphi's down there in the down southern there by Indianapolis and everything. From here, it's like a 6 hour drive or something. I don't know, 7 hour drive. So, did I mention my computer went out last night? I was doing a live, and the computer just went cuckoo, or the internet shut down. Really, didn't come back on until early this morning. So I went to bed kind of early. So it's starting to make sense. It could be everything that we thought it was, a big ring of crazies, maybe. With Delphi, possibly other people knew. I have a feeling they all knew each other. They all communicated with each other. With each other. And it's hard to explain away how all these people that some of them are now locked up in prison, how all these dudes were talking on social media about a club that they belong to. If you folks don't find that very interesting, then you're, I don't know what to tell you. I find that very interesting that before these dudes were busted, they were talking about a club that they belonged to. Right? You had Jalen and the judge. She was talking about these guys were talking about kidnapping girls and stuff for their gang, which Jalen and Judge, or Judge and Jalen channel, that young lady hasn't made a video in 2 years. What happened to her? She claimed to know guys that she was a lady of the night. She claims that she was with some politician down there who was connected to other people in that area. So it might have been something like that. We really won't know until it gets into court. And yeah, we're pushing for this court to get going, this court date. And, like this is an ongoing case, even though there's people behind bars for the murders, or they might have been there about it, pled to lighter sentences or lighter charges. There's too much of a coincidence that these people are talking about the same thing on social media. And like I said, Abby and Libby are not the only girls that were missing down there or killed. And it very well might be a big trafficking ring or sex ring, drugs connected. Yeah. So it's very interesting. I'm trying to figure out this YouTube thing, hashtags and all that. How do they get it all in blue? I don't know. But I can say this much. It's still an ongoing case. We will continue to investigate it. And these guys are acting way too suspicious. And I've gone into their chats and I've asked them, are you under contract with a movie corporation? Is this all skit? You know, what is going on here? And they all claim that they're not doing a movie, they're not doing all this and that and this and that. So either some of these guys are cracking under pressure, folks, of maybe YouTube fame or whatever, or they're cracking because either they, I don't know, knew too much or might have knew way too much where the government now is saying, yeah, You shouldn't have known about that, and you knew about that way before the leaks. So, good morning, Art of Deduction. How you doing? Great live the other day. We're talking about many Art of Deduction. We're talking about Kohlberger case, might be connected with Delphi, and there was a reason. Once we found out that Kohlberger came all the way down to Delphi, Indiana. Well, 45 minutes away from Delphi, Indiana, to make his way all the way to Pennsylvania. It could have been a straight shot right up here at the Great Lakes, straight to Pennsylvania. Why did he detour and go all the way down south of Indiana? It makes a lot of sense to me. Could there be some connection there uh, with this ring, this club maybe? The Reddit, everything, asking people to contact Kohlberger that have done murders, killings. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. Now, this could be what some of us believe to be. Like I was talking to in his chat last night, True Crime Web, of is it possible we can continue to investigate this case even though we have some of these guys already locked up in jail? And Richard Allen pending trial. Is it possible that we are going to continue this uh, investigation? And he said, oh, yeah. Even with Richard Allen, with them charging him with 2 counts of murder, we are going forward. We'll continue to go forward in the investigation. And that's pretty much what we're doing is we're connecting the dots. Let's see what Art of Deduction has to say. I actually interviewed one of the neighbors of the girls. But here's the whole thing. They all knew each other, right? What was it, last year or a couple of years ago? Richard Allen's daughter did an interview, and she came out and said she knew the girls. They'd been to her house. So, young lady. And maybe it was a retaliation. We really don't know. It's hard to tell right now at this point. And with all the drugs involved, supposedly with one of the families, it's possible it was a retaliation kill. It's possible it was just a bunch of sickos with pedos, with photos. Word got out that maybe somebody was watching them or something, and the girls had to go. That's also possible, too. Well, today, Art of Deduction says today they're going to be, you're going to be questioning how they got to him, how they got to Alan. I don't know. Like I said, Art of Deduction, the Dutchman. It's an ongoing case. Where do I think? Here's the thing. Everybody's throwing Keegan Kline off the table. I'm like, no, he's going to play a key part in this case. That's where it started, the catfishing. The only thing I can think of is someone else was using that account. They knew it. And Keegan Kline took the fall for it, possibly. But that account was set up for Keegan Kline, and he also knew that other people used it. And Keegan Kline knew who used that account, because Keegan Kline is the one that opened the account, had verification to use the account, and he probably gave verification to other people to use the account. So Keegan Kline knew exactly who was using that account. You just can't log into somebody's account and use it. Right? Not unless, what? What did I say? Not unless they're hackers. And that's what we're looking into next. A lot of these people talking about hackers this, they know that. Yeah, hackers, possibly. Let's see what Art of Deduction is saying now. Has to be something in the search warrant after the 13th. Well, I figured they wanted something. They had to get on that property some way. And it was just a grace of luck that the next door neighbor called and said that they think Richard Allen stole something from their property. And that was probably enough to have police to go on his property and check. No, that would be in, if they did find anything, then that would be an unjust uh, search of his thing. But what if they were there looking for the next door neighbor's stolen merchandise and stumbled across other things that had to do with the Delphi case? Now, would they be able to take that evidence right away and proclaim, hey, we're going to lock him up? He's got the evidence right here. That's possible. It is also possible that Richard Allen is an scapegoat Potsy set up. He could have been set up. There are so many theories in this case. This case, you had the police officers that were suspects. You had this club gang down there, meth and trafficking and prostitution and all kinds of stuff. Numerous things play a part in this case. And it's very well, it shock me if they are all connected. They were all connecting to each other through social media and fake accounts or ghost accounts, whatever they call them. No, it wouldn't shock me at all because it, even before the girls died, it was all over the news here. The police were talking about a big ring of clubs and meth and trafficking of women, prostitution and all kinds of crap. So it pretty much makes sense. We really don't know. For all we know, Keegan Klein uh, was just the catfisher, lured him there. And someone else did the murders for him. That's very possible. And I brought up a question in another chat last night. Uh, about that, right? Is it possible Keegan Klein was just the guy that got voted? Now, Keegan Klein, I was over at Gray Hughes channel 2 last night, and I was asking questions. Now, Gray Hughes was saying that Keegan Klein talked to the girls' friends, and one of the friends said, "Did you hear what happened to Abby and Libby or whatever?" And Keegan Klein said, "No, he didn't hear what happened, playing dumb or whatever." But here's the thing: what I was asking Mr. Gray Hughes, when he was talking to the girls' friends, was he using Anthony Schott's account to talk to them, or was he actually talking to the friends as Keegan Klein? That was the question I asked. Right? I didn't get an answer really because there was a lot of people in there, but because that'll be interesting. Was the friend talking to Keegan Klein as Keegan Klein, or was the girl's friends also talking to the fake account Anthony Schatz? When this case first happened and this whole Anthony Schatz broke big, the police actually thought it was Anthony Schatz. Right? They didn't mention anything about a fake account. They were looking for Anthony Schatz and other people in the case. But it turned out, well, I guess Anthony Schatz is a cop up in uh, Alaska or something like that. Now, we don't know if Anthony Schatz was a cop when this was going down. We're not sure. But I remember when the case first came out, they were saying this guy, we're looking for this guy, Anthony Schatz. Now, is it a coincidence that he was a cop? I remember seeing it on the news. Right? We found Anthony Schatz. But here's the thing, he's a cop up in Alaska. He used to be a model. That's how they got his photo and everything. Has to be something in search warrant after the 13th. Not with crime scene trucks, Johnny. I don't know what crime scene trucks. You mean at Delphi or at Kohlberger's Idaho 4? Well, we'll have to wait. We'll have to wait. We'll have to see what happens in court. So I don't think it's a coincidence that Brian Kohlberger drove all the way down into the southern part of Indiana, way out of his way. Who he might have been visiting family. Who is his family in Indiana? That's what we want to find out. We want to make sure the citizens are safe first. We want to make sure our citizens are safe and our YouTubers are safe and stuff like that. So be careful, because some of these people, folks, might be exactly what we think. They might not be killers or whatever, but they're being paid by these cults or groups of people that are uh, attacking people or whatever. And they might be YouTubers. They might be hackers. Uh, Very possible. Very possible. Hold on a minute. All right, I'm sorry. I had to take that phone call. All right, so what's the thing? Why did you got to question yourself? Why did Kohlberger not stick to the easiest, fastest way to get back to Pennsylvania? Why did he take a deep dive down south and drive 40 minutes away from Delphi? Now, here it's interesting because we don't know if that's true, but there's a lot of people saying Kohlberger drove through Indiana down there by Delphi. That's where he was picked up, or not picked up, pulled over, questioned. Now, I was also told that it was way up here up north by me, uh, off of 8090, which is a straight shot if you're coming from Idaho. So that's very uh, questionable, right? Well, there was no need for him to deep dive all the way down into the southern part of Indiana when he was going right. This and a lot of people can't put they just are going with their own thing, and that's fine. They're going off of data. That's what they know. They know data. They know deep diving into computers and all that kind of crap with some of these YouTube creators. But there's a time where you got to put the dots together. There was no reason for Brian Kohlberger to deep dive into Indiana if he was coming from Idaho to go back to Pennsylvania, folks. Good morning, Mrs. Pickles, Kiki Eyes. So, what do we think? We think these people are working as a team. But, I've been watching a lot of these YouTubers out here talking there's power in numbers. We got to stick together. And I'm sitting back as a couch potato investigator going, why do you have to stick together? What have you guys done that you guys are, there's power in numbers? What have you guys done that you need power in numbers? What kind of sick, twisted stuff have you people done that you got to have power in numbers? You got to stick together. There's power in numbers. I don't know what these folks got themselves into. And yes, now we are claiming witchery, sorcery, all of it. It's real. And now there's people and others that are thinking just like me. If this is real, we're going back to olden times where our town hall will be opened up again. The guillotine that is in our basement in this little town will be brought back out of the basement at the court hall. The hanging device. And they might as well start hanging these people out in public. And I agree with some of these people. Now they're starting to agree with me. If this stuff is people are still practicing this ancient crap. It's 2003. Then bring back public uh, execution or whatever. Who's triggered? No, I'm not triggered. Not at all. I had to take a very important phone call right now, so I had to put the microphone on. So here's the thing. Why are these people flipping out? Why are they all communicating? Well, we also seen another individual do the same thing, Anthony Greeno, screaming out for help, asking Graziano to help him, sleuth intuition or whatever, a whole bunch of people to help him. He got himself in a bunch of crap, right? And he was actually screaming and crying on his channel for these guys to help him. Why? What did they, you know, they didn't, they just couldn't put the dots together. Now everyone's, well, he's our friend. He's everything. Well, you're all suspects now. You understand? That's why I don't go on panels. That's why I don't communicate with these people behind scenes. because just by saying hello, you could be implicated in something that you had nothing to do with, or you could be their next setup, scam, whatever. We don't know, right? We have no idea. Richard Allen could be perfectly innocent. That's very possible. He was just there at the wrong time, at the wrong place, wrong time, and he got used for something bigger. Very possible. AKA Pickles. Hola. Are you delusional, Johnny? No, we're on the track and we are going through with this. And we've already talked to certain people, and this is what's going to be happening, folks. This case, the Delphi case, and other cases are going forward, and we're putting the dots together. We're putting the dots together. Now, these people have been attacking us on YouTube, right? They have been coming into this chat and attacking us from other channels, right? Whether they're a part of something or not, we don't know. But the proof is there in the data. And all these conversations behind scenes on these cell phones. Folks, is it a coincidence that these people go through phones like toilet paper? No, it ain't a coincidence, right? Is it a coincidence that they need new computers? No, it's not a coincidence. It's probably because they're hackers and they got caught. Their phone gets being zapped. Don't work no more. Let me see what's going on. Rubiani Onio, that was the fake Rubiani Onio. Mrs. Rubianio is very polite, very nice. She's always in this channel. But I noticed a lot of people have been coming in under her name or using her name. They think it's funny, and I'm like, no, the government is ready for full-scale operation in America. And these people are pushing it. They're like, that can't happen. That can't happen. It is going to happen, folks. There's enough proof that you people are nut jobs. Well, not some of the people in my chat, but people on YouTube, right? People on YouTube, yeah. Yeah, it's everything. And I told these people, keep it up, and Homeland Security will be knocking on your doors, right? They're talking gangs, secret society organizations. It's the Illuminati. It's this and that. I'm like, ooh, let's make a call to Homeland Security. These are terrorists, folks. Terrorists. They operate like that with throwaway phones, fake phones, and numerous things. Not you, AK Pickles. AK Pickles is throwing up the angry sign. Full scale what? Full scale invasion. They can't even control ban the bullies. I know, AK. That's what we're going with. Right? We know that. Here's what we got to do. The new YouTube Internet USA military force. And I created it. This will be called the Johnny Kramer Force Team. Delhi Force 2. Maybe 1, I'm not sure yet. But all the dots are connecting. I imagine Kohlberger and all these guys were probably communicating somewhere under fake accounts or alt accounts or something. It's very possible. Just a theory of mine. It's just a theory. Where was Brian Kohlberger uh, on February 13th, 2017? Where was he? Now, we went with other people, right? We went with Chadwell. We went with these guys that uh, have past and records of doing crazy stuff like that. And we listened to the police. When the police said, look at this photo, now remember or keep in mind that the voice on the phone may not be the guy walking on the bridge. And they did it the other way too, right? Where the guy on the bridge might not be the phone guy. Now, do I think it sounds like Richard Allen? There ain't enough voice recording on Richard Allen, a clear voice recording of him talking long enough to compare against voice guy. And if you ask me, it don't sound like Richard Allen at all. Not voice guy. He might be bridge guy. He might be the guy walking on the bridge. But then again, Richard Allen could have been at the wrong place at the wrong time and was used himself as a potsy. That's very possible. But if they found anything, repeat, if they found anything that has to do with them two girls at Richard Allen's house, then he knew about it or he was the killer. Simple as that. Simple as that. Let's see what Ola's got to say. I heard old Rick Snay has been arrested. I think a lot of people will be arrested. Art of deduction. I imagine a lot of people will be arrested in it. It's a big racket ring. Whatever it may be. Maybe. I don't know. What would I be doing? I'd be shutting down America. Shut her down. No one in, no one out. Till we find out what's going on. But that's a little extreme. That's what people, ain't that a little extreme, Mr. Kramer? Is it really? Ask yourself, is it really? Is it really extreme to shut down our country when we got a bunch of madmen and sicknesses all over that keep coming here every single day? Is it really extreme to shut down a country? We're not talking about concentration camps or anything. We're talking about shutting down a country because we got a bunch of madmen and sicknesses coming. See, I think all these people think it's a joke. It ain't a joke. A lot of people are saying you're just making another movie, maybe. But the bottom line is the only one suffering out of this is Abby and Libby with all this stuff. The only ones that are suffering in the Kohlberger case, and there's been numerous people ending up missing. Last count, I think, was 31 kids or 31 kids and women combined down there, down south. It's very much a problem. Doug Carter, they all been saying it. We got a problem. The FBI's been saying it. We got a problem. In America, trafficking, drugs, sex, gangs, cartels, clubs, corruption, politicians corrupt, whatever. You got Jay and Judd, or Judge and Jalen talking about she knew all these guys. These guys were very evil people. We hope that little lady is safe. We hope she's safe. 2 years. It's been 2 years since she made a video. We hope she's safe. Does anybody know where she is? I know she's a lady of the night from what a lot of these people are saying. That's fine. But I think we're on the right track. We're going to stick on this track. I think it was other involved. And we know Keegan Klein played a part in the crime. If not, okay, Keegan Klein wasn't there. Okay, but Keegan Klein had so many photos of women, probably, or young girls, maybe even boys. We're not sure. We haven't seen all the data or anything, or of what they really got from all his devices that he had. He was selling devices to other people, iPads, and selling drugs. Uh, might have been in the pedo ring of film and photos, possibly. Right? Very well. Let me see what AKA Pickle's saying. They have the man in question. He is guilty, but connected to others. Probably. And I want to thank the good Lord, God Almighty, because we always claim that on this channel. Always. That there was more than one person. There might have been one person, but he would have had to have time to commit these murders. And if the only way he could have committed this murder is if he escorted the girls to where they were found dead. Because there ain't no way Richard Allen, even though he was stronger at the time of these murders, I find it very hard for him to have had to kill the girls as soon as he walked up on them and then carry the bodies to that area. It's not, I'm not saying it ain't possible for one man to do, but he would have needed time. And when this all went down, there was numerous people on the trails, seen nothing, heard nothing. So that led me to believe that the people that all these witnesses seen were not witnesses. They seen this guy, they seen that guy. They could have been, might have been lookouts or planted witnesses to say this is the guy that we seen. Right? To throw the police completely off. Very possible. Nat's ass. Go on your way, Ben Burrito, Bendejo. These people have all been accused of these crimes. It's all over, Ola. It is all over. So you're coming in here saying I'm accusing people of bad behavior, but the bad behavior is in their arrest records and things they've done on YouTube or whatever. And like I said, we've asked numerous times if these people were making movies. Do they work for movie production? Is this a Netflix thing that you guys are working on? Or is this all real data, real things that you guys are doing? Right? And they're all like, no, this ain't no, we're true crime investigator. Okay. I all thought Ernie Shell was acting. We all thought that Greeno was acting. But he wasn't. He really believes he's a superhero. Same thing with Ernie Shell. Right? Ernie Shell used to work for the Secret Service, he said one time. Right? It's not. This is what you got to do. Then change your name on your YouTube to movies, whatever it is, skits, whatever you're doing. Can count, But when that you're a crime fighter and you're an investigator, you're a bondsman, you're a police officer, all this crap, and you're sticking to it and claiming, oh no, I'm really this, but you're not. You're impersonating an officer then, which is very possible. Some of these people might be getting charged with impersonations of government branches and stuff. right? Ernie Shell, I about laid on the ground and laughed when Ernie Shell, he knew Obama was Secret Service and stuff. I was like, this is unreal. No, Ernie, the Kern is a scammer and a fugitive. Yeah, the Skern man. We're going to start finding out that a lot of these people they haven't learned their lesson. They might have got away with it once. And that should have been they should have been like, I ain't never doing that again. But I think that the data will show that these people are habitual hackers, gang members, whatever, club members, numerous people, right? And now we had the Anthony Greeno episode that happened yesterday, where Anthony Greeno was he was walking down the side of the highway, much like Ernie Shell, or road or whatever, threatening that he was on a high bridge and he was going to jump off of it. Then he threatened to kill Mel and all the YouTubers that we've been talking about him on YouTube or whatever. He threatened many people yesterday. But what was most concerning was Anthony Greeno threatened to take his own life. He threatened to take his own life yesterday on camera on his live. So I don't know what to say. It just keeps adding up. That ain't right. I mean, it's a mess. It's a mess. Let's see what Pickles said. Cut his doctor appointment surgery short. He left hospital prepped. Who? Ernie did? He was on his deathbed the other day. Pickles. I was watching him. He was vacation. I'm fading. I'm fading out. I'm fading. Ooh, this medication. I'm fading. I don't think I'm gonna make it too much longer. I'm fading. Go to the hospital. Yeah, I don't know, Secret Service. I'm fading, boy. This medication is right. And now, and he was right back on. He was right later on the day. He was right back. Well, I'm feeling better. I'll be all right. I don't know, but and then someone says something to him, and the next thing you know, he's right back at. Everything's getting dark around me, and I don't know if I'll be able to see. I'm not sure. Open your eyes, idiot. Oh, okay. I mean, I'm telling you, yesterday I went into Ernie Shell's chat and he was talking about he was fading away. Right, the medication is too strong. He's fading out. He can't. And I went in there and I told him, "We love you, Mr. Burt Reynolds. You were great in Smokey and the Bandit." And people are like, "What?" He's Burt Reynolds, right? You got to be Burt Reynolds. I don't know what these people become. But boy, did they get their pickle. No offense, pickle. But boy, did they get themselves in a pickle. No, he's dying. He needed a major operation. Pickles, from what he was saying. Maybe, supposedly, or whatever. Pickles said, it was just a prostate check. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me, Pickles? He just went in for a prostate check. What is all the... I'm fading. It's getting dark in here. Turn the lights on, idiot. No, it's my sickness. What is he... What? Pickles just said it was a prostate check. Oh, my God. He made it sound like his world was ending. He's not dying. He was prepped to get the camera up his thing to check prostate. Are you kidding me? That was it. For the love of God, Shell, why'd you have to come up with this big giant story? I'm fading out. Everything, I'm seeing spots. You're gonna be when I smack you upside the head. Idiot. And stay off the highways. These guys are idiots. I'm telling you, it's a pattern. It's got to be rabies. Shells running down the highway, chasing dogs. Now we got Greeno walking down the highway or roads, talking about he's going to throw himself in front of a car or jump off the bridge or do a mass killing on people. It's contagious. It's got to be YouTube rabies. Pickles, what do we do? Wait, Pickles is laughing her butt off. Oh my God. Folks, can you hold on a minute, please? All right, folks. Sorry about that. I wonder if people just watch my videos and they're like, he's live, call him, knowing that I'm doing a video. It's unbelievable. Yes, we all been lured by these people. We all been bamboozled by these YouTubers. I know a lot of them think it's funny. It ain't. YouTube was not designed for people to be attacked, their accounts to be hacked. You got a bunch of people. YouTube is changing, folks. You won't be able to be on YouTube unless you use your real name. And if it don't check out that ain't you, you ain't getting on YouTube. YouTube has become a tool for terrorists, madmen, gangs, sickos, pedos, a bunch of idiots. Safe? No, not when you got everybody in there making fake accounts just so they can have their own team to attack people in their channels. And you people drive people half nuts. Not anybody in my chat. I'm talking about these people that have been attacking people. I call them suicide squad. They go into a channel, they drive people nuts, they trigger them. They say very mean things, and some of these people have taken their own lives. Thus far, I labeled them suicide squad. They go in and they drive you crazy. Right? Constantly driving you nuts in your chat. Nuts. Using evil, magic, witchery, sorcery. It's real, folks. I don't think they'll be able to stop it. I really don't think they'll be able to stop with them. A lot of people are like, what are you saying, Mr. Kramer? We're going back to the 1700s, the 1800s? Yeah. You're dang straight. Yeah. If this is all real, this witchery, sorcery, black magic, and all this, wait, don't do nothing. That tattoo means something. You could die from this. I'm like, are you kidding me? These people that are coming are going to make jackets and pants out of skin like Leatherface. These dudes are holy rollers. This is everything the Bible talked about. And you folks created it, not me. I'm just doing a movie. You folks are the ones that went out and did it. Crazies. Crazies. But then again, we deal with this in the movie business all the time. People, lawsuits and all kinds of crap. People, you can't do that. People are going to think you're. It's just a movie. Folks, anything on this channel, and if I come out and say it's the truth, it's the truth. Or of what I believe to be the truth, right? Then again, that might not even be the truth because the information we're getting is not right. But here's the thing. We know these people are bad. These people have come out and said they're with this, they're with that, they're they said it themselves. Now they should be saying, this is just all my theory, speculation, and my own thoughts. There's no law against thinking anything. There is no law about talking about things that these people themselves put on social media. So we're looking at something bigger in Delphi. There might not be anything to it. But is it a coincidence that Kohlberger deep dived all the way down into the southern part of Indiana and then came all the way back up north here? It's possible, right? Why would he do that when he could have had a straight shot right through Indiana on 80-90, which would have took him right on out to Pennsylvania? So it didn't make sense then. It don't make sense now. We don't know. And we won't know until it gets to court. That's why we want to get this into court. And this investigation will continue to go on even though Richard Allen is in court. And even though there's other people sitting in jail right now that might have pled to lesser crimes, they might have cut a deal and talked about the people involved in the Delphi murders and others murders down there. Now, here's my big thing. How many people or children have these people taken and groomed, and they are actually missing kids from other cases where there was a dead body, but that body could not be identified, right? So what they're doing is they're taking the children and they're leaving someone else at the crime scene that might be similar size, whatever, to make them think that kid's dead, but it's really alive and they've taken it somewhere. I mean, it's just a theory. It's possible. So be safe. God bless y'all. Like I said, it's just a matter of time before they get to all these people using fake accounts. How many accounts have these people made? Many, right? They get their organization together, they create these fake accounts, and then they commence to attacking people. They might, that YouTube channel might not have all them accounts, but they're either fans or they're friends of that YouTube account. And they've opened up all these fake accounts and attacking people, possibly. It could have been an undercover sting that somebody was running and they screwed it up big time. And a lot of people are suffering for it. That's very possible. All right, we got a weather alert going out, a test. I will be back later. Anything is possible in a murder case, folks. In any kind of a corruption case, anything is possible. I wish these people would stop threatening us and terrorizing us or whatever, and the ladies are very scared and everything. On this channel, folks, it's just a movie. It's just a skit. It's just music, crime videos, and DIY and outdoor videos and bird watching and stuff. No, you're perfectly safe here with me, folks. You have the right to say what you want. Oh, let's show these. Johnny, YouTube is a haven for retards. I happen to be one of them. Retards who keep their sanity. Oh, there's the cardinal. Is that the cardinal? No, it ain't. That keep their sanity by talking gibberish live every few hours. Well, you might be right about that, Ola. Let's see what else he's got to say. Let me unhide this. Indiana is a shithole. Well, some parts are. Some parts are. But not all of Indiana. There is more than corn in Indiana. I will agree with that. Not all parts of Indiana are bad. A lot of people are claiming Gary, Indiana is Chicago. No, it ain't. Ain't nothing like Chicago. It's a bad place, but not as bad as these folks. I live out here. It'd be all over the news. Right? When something like that happens, it's all over the news. So things have calmed down out here. And that's winter, right? People, they stay home and it's cold. So crime goes down. I got to refill my coffee. Hold on a minute. We got all the birds. So it's very interesting. Hey, I'm just a YouTuber. I'm just making content. I'm just talking about things that everybody is talking about. We all want to be equal, even though some of us have disabilities or what Ola says, I'm retard. That's fine. I admit it. I don't have a problem admitting my disability. It's these people that want to beat down. It almost reminds me of Hitler. I'm like, these people, we should be what we are. I'm seeing another regime, another Reich popping up. What they're using now, they're saying on the news or on YouTube news channels that a white supremacy group has taken over America and just gone crazy. I don't know. Maybe it don't make sense though. They're killing their own kind, which that traces back to what? Hitler. Hitler killed his own kind and others. So yeah, it makes sense. I don't know. Could be. A white national white group that is also into kiddie porn and pedo trafficking and all that. Well, could be. I know one thing, I started talking about certain things last night on my channel as I was live last night, and the internet went dead. Now, is it possible these hackers are hacking into the server and they shut my server down completely? It's possible. It's very possible. It went out while I was doing a live last night and didn't come on till sometime early this morning. I went to bed. So somebody's doing something. Maybe they are fixing all the lines, photo optical lines or whatever, internet connections or whatever. But it's a coincidence how whenever we start talking about this case, we get attacked by something, whether if it's coughing fits or whether people start feeling sick. Yeah, I hear you YouTubers out there. I know what you're talking about because it's happened to me. Yes, I think it is something, whether it be spiritual, biblical, whatever it may be, or just plain evil. I'm not sure. I really am not sure. But I'm the one with the disability. It takes every ounce of my energy to get through the day without going cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Right? I'm hanging on by a thread myself. Right? This works on a man's brain. Right? You used to have stuff, now you don't. Women used to love you, now they don't. That plays a toll on a man's brain. You know, we're men. We're not supposed to talk. We're not supposed to cry. We're not supposed to. We just deal with life and deal with it. We bottle it up inside until finally the cork pops off and all the evil spirits come out, right? We're just men. We're just humans. The only one that could sustain an attack and the pressure that us human men go through is God. And I'm not God. And I ain't the devil. So I don't know. Crime Geek is the queen of true crime. I'll have to check out this Crime Geek lady. I will be the judge of who is the queen of true crime. I will be the judge. But we've been watching a lot of these people for many years. We've been on this case, the Delphi case. And if you look at my playlist, you know, they had me get rid of a lot of, I must have hit it right on the button. I must have hit it right on the button. They came here and wanted me to take down a lot of videos. So I must have been real close to what was going on. Of course, now they have YouTube operating for them where you can't say anything or YouTube will strike you. I don't know. Hey, we hope Anthony Greeno is okay. We hope he got some help. We hope either he committed himself into a hospital or if he's wanted again, we're not sure. Hopefully he gets some help, sure of what he knows or whatever. This whole corruption thing, yada yada yada. So what you're telling me now that the state of Indiana is so corrupt that they got rid of 2 young girls to keep the secret of the corruption. What did the 2 young girls have to do with any of the corruption? Nothing. The two young girls had nothing to do with the corruption. So these people are saying, well, it's corrupt. It's this black magic stuff and everything. It's all this witchery and sorcery crap. It may be. And he killed the other two young girls that were out there. The other three here. Actually, there was 6 girls out there. Because people are saying we had an account of 3 people. These girls seen these people. But then there was another set of girls out there at the same time that seen 3 different other people or a different person or whatever, possibly. Very possible. The whole thing could have been a setup. We don't know. We have no idea. We're just like any other YouTuber. We're asking questions. We want to know, not because of the money. I can give 2 craps about the money. There ain't no money. Unless you make a movie or a TV deal or something. And that's up to the parents, the family, right? Here's what's going on. It's freaky that it's unreal. What do I think? I don't know. These people might have sacrificed their own children to be in this little club that they of movies and everything. Kohlberger's sister, what was she? A B movie actress. She was in movies and stuff. So yeah, there could be a connection there. No, I'm not saying that's totally the thing, but there could be a connection there. No, God bless you all. And like I said, they keep sending us their sickness and everything, and then it'll all go back to the YouTubers and all their people that are helping them attack people. Yada 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 yada. Like I said, we hope Garino got some help. For all we know, Garino might be wrapped up into something bigger, and the pressure has got to him, and he's cracking. He don't contact his girlfriend or talk to his girlfriend. Nobody knows who his girlfriend is. We wouldn't even talk to. Why would we talk to her unless she knew something? But my interest ain't in who Anthony Garino is dating. I can give 2 craps. Right? It has nothing to do with that. I don't know why these people come into my chat talking about Garino and some lady Savannah and Garino's dating this. I can give 2 craps of deep. If Garino is dating 50 women at one time and sleeping with all, you folks better go get checked out if that's the case. Sniffles and all this stuff going around. Right? These YouTubers might have caught something if that's the case. I don't know. Get checked out or something. I don't know. Get him some taking medication. I don't know. That's it for me. I got stuff to do this afternoon. I got a big day scheduled. And that big day consists of doing dishes, and I got to go pick up a car from the car dealer. And that's about it. That is my big day. I got to drop some paperwork off. And that consists of my big day. That's it. So God bless America. God bless everybody. I want to thank Pickles for stopping in. Pickles will be nice, but Ernie lays it on thick. It gets some cash apps. Exactly, Pickles. Tomorrow he'll be going to Mars. The kid's got an imagination. He tore the book page right out of the Johnny Kramer book of fake it until you make it. Right? He ripped the cover right off of my book and threw it right out the window. Tomorrow he will be Secret Service again, working for Biden. He claimed he was Secret Service for Obama or one, guys. He was Black Ops. He was everything. I was like, this guy's incredible. He should be running the country. And then someone contacted me and like, he's not what he's claiming to be. I'm like, oh, he took a page right out of the Johnny Kramer book. This kid's gonna be famous soon. And he did. He did. I mean, like I said, when I first got on YouTube in the crime community and started making crime videos, I was having anywhere from 3 to like 550 playbacks where people were watching my videos and then going back and listening to what I was saying or whatever. Now it don't let you know that, right? When you end the video, it don't tell you. There's been so many playbacks where people have gone back and tried to listen to what I was saying or whatever. They don't show that no more. So I don't know. That they probably all were watching that video or something. Who knows? I must have got too close to the truth. About killed me. About killed me. And people are saying I'm 80 years old. I'm like, no, that my father's that old, but me, no, I'm in my 50s, right? I'm not that old. So, misidentification or whatever, that's happened to me. So, no, for all you people think I'm 80 years old, I might have somebody trespassing on me that's 70, 80 years old, but I'm only in my 50s. Still young pup. I'm what you, Ola, I'm retarded, I'm stupid. I know what you're saying. And the truth is yes, I am. And I got paperwork to prove it. But I ain't that dumb to go ahead and do anything like that. To be famous, to get subs, views. I'll give my theory on it. I'll give my theory and suspicions on it. But I don't brainwash people. You folks have your own brains. And you can think yourselves. Just because someone says something doesn't mean you have to believe it. You don't have to. And that's what I love about being a human is I can believe what I want to believe. As long as it's not radical crazy. Where people are dying. I take things and I use them on this channel. It's a movie. And people are getting pissed about it. The whole pandemic, whatever. I used it too. I conquered the world. Right? Now, it wasn't me. I know everybody knows that. But it was a movie skit. I died. I didn't kill anybody. In my movie, I did. That I'm making right now that you folks are watching. But it's also a crime channel. It's also a DIY channel. It's also an outdoor channel. It's also music and many things, right, that interest me. A lot of people can't believe that. You don't have to. You folks don't have to believe nothing except for God. That's who you guys should be believing, God. Now, I have to go. It's been hanging out with you folks. Pickles, it's always nice seeing you. Hola, keep playing your switching the games. Who else stopped in? The Art of Deduction. We'll be watching your channel earlier or later, which he's got a couple good points too. The Art of Deduction. Good. Hold on, I gotta relieve myself. All right, I'm back. Yeah, folks. Now, see me just taking a restroom break real quick. People on YouTube are going, oh my God, I can't believe he just took a break and went to the bathroom. Yeah, I went to the bathroom, folks. Folks, you don't pay me enough to sit here on this couch and pee my pants. If I go to the bathroom, I'm going to go to the bathroom. You'll have to hold on a minute. Right? You'll have dead air for a minute, whatever. I mean, this is ridiculous. We got these YouTubers jumping around all over YouTube, and I'm like, what's wrong? I got to go to the bathroom. Well, go to the bathroom. They're acting like they're on the Channel 7 news. News must go on. What they don't know is most of them news people wear catheters in case they do have to go to the bathroom. Now, if you folks want me to sit here all day and give you videos 24/7, then you're going to have to ship me some catheters. Either that or make a lazy boy couch with a built-in toilet. Right? And I think my pay scale would have to go up because I don't get nothing for YouTube. Zero. I don't get donations. I don't get pity or Snapchat. There's nothing wrong with that. But I don't do it on this channel. And I surely ain't going to take money from people in a double murder case or any murder case of anyone suffering. I wouldn't. There's nothing wrong with it. You folks can do whatever you want. I don't control the world, folks. On the channel I do. In my movie, I everything. But in reality, no. I have a disability. I have a good imagination. And that's about it, folks. That's it. Right? And these people wrecked our world because we acted just a little bit better than them. And they're mainly pissed because I have a disability. They're like, this guy's stupid. How can he be? Yeah, you're right. I am. I'm real stupid. But I ain't that stupid to hack people's computers and to use kids. I'm dumb, but I ain't that dumb. No, you folks have a great day. God bless. I got some errands to run. I might be back later on. What is attacking us? I have no idea what it is. I hope we find out. It's probably the devil. And saying that, the psychologists are saying right now, that's crazy. The devil is not real. Okay, well, it's just evil. Bad people attacking us. I don't know what they want. They caused this mess, not me. God bless. Have a great day, folks. Be safe. Thank Pickle, Art of Deduction, Olaf for stopping in. Have a great day. I'll be back later. Oh, wrong button. Wrong button. Hold on a minute, folks. All right, we got you. There we go.